family and friends of Seward United Methodist Church. This is Reverend Mary Kay, and this is the midweek update for December 15th. I'm so excited today because with me is Kiersten Hill, who is part of our Gather and Grow committee. Welcome, Kiersten.
Hello, thank you so much for having me today.
Oh, thanks for taking the time to do this. I knew it would be important to provide an update to the congregation on how our capital campaign is going. So how is it going?
Absolutely. It's going really well. It is such a blessing to be able to have so many in our congregation who are committed to the growth and new things that are exciting and on the horizon for our church. And so as of today, we have around $700,000 committed so far in pledges, which is really exciting, and excited to see the size of that number at this point. And also everyone in the congregation should have at this point received a mailing. I say at this point where they should have. We all know what the mailing service, the postal service is like during the holidays. So hopefully everyone has received a letter from the Gather and Grow committee and a copy of the pledge form as well. If for some reason someone hasn't received a copy of the letter and a copy of the pledge card, all they need to do is to reach out to myself or anyone on the Gather and Grow committee, or even I'm sure call the church office, and we'd be happy to get them those materials if they haven't received them yet.
Okay, wonderful. Hopefully everyone has.
I know, fingers crossed. I hope so.
Fingers crossed, yes. And there's always the possibility that there could have been an address change that the office hadn't caught up with.
Sure.
So.
Absolutely. If anyone hasn't had the opportunity yet, just let us know. And I really think that's the goal, is just so that everyone has the opportunity to participate and be a part of this really exciting project, and be able to come together and take this next step for us as a congregation. So we want everybody to be a part of it.
Yes, and I know we've been talking about this for over a year now, and the building committee is getting very close to completing the design, and by the end of January, we'll be ready to put the project out for bid, which ties into why we're asking for folks to turn in their pledge cards or their commitments by.
Absolutely. Ideally, we would love to or hope to have received most of the pledges by the 31st of December of this year. Really, again, the goal is that we have those pledges received by the end of the year so that we can prepare everything, and that then the building committee and Clark Anderson, our architects, can really put that process out to bid, and we can know exactly what we're looking at for a cost on the project, and then we can have everything prepared to go to church conference at the end of February. So that's why it really is so important that we just have, and it doesn't have to be that the payment is made, it's the pledge of the payment. And people can also make multi-year gifts as well. I know our family, we chose to do a multi-year gift to help with budgeting and planning throughout the building process. And so want people to remember that is always available, the opportunity to make a multi-year pledge. It doesn't have to be a single one-time gift.
That's right. Steve and I did something similar. We're spreading it out over 3 years.
Yeah,
and
same here. Yeah.
That enables us to give more than we might have otherwise. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and even for us too, we did the automatic bank draft as well. So I don't even have to remember to send a check in, or the church office doesn't have to invoice me or any of that. I just set everything up through bank draft. So it's can be a really simple process.
That's right. The wonders of modern technology.
Right, exactly. Take advantage of all of those. Yes.
And so, this is something folks have talked about, wanting to improve the building for a number of years. I think we've all realized that our bathrooms are limited, and that it's a long walk from the parking lot to the front door. And I know that we've been working with the building committee and Gather and Grow campaign team to kind of do some measurements about where our current restroom is and how much closer the new restrooms will be.
Yeah.
So folks can watch for signs that will be coming to let them get a sense of how much distance difference there will be.
Yeah, I love that idea. I think it'll be such a visual representation for all of us to see, just the added convenience that this will be for members of all of the congregation, members of all ages within the congregation. It will be nice to see just, how that will rearrange things in terms of, how close the restrooms will be, how close you'll be to the drop off as opposed to walking through the parking lot. And I think I especially think about it as the weather has turned colder and we've had precipitation and it's snow and a little bit of ice, and I think how wonderful it would be for our church to be able to have that drop off and the ability for those with limited mobility and the families with young children and all of those folks to not have to walk across that icy parking lot, but to be able to drop off right at the main entrance and be really close to the sanctuary right when you come in. What a blessing that would be during especially this time of year where things are cold and icy. It would just be such a nice change for us.
Having navigated that icy parking lot this morning, yes, indeed.
Yes, definitely. I just think that, one of the great things about this project, and I think one of the reasons that I have been so honored to be a part of the whole process, is that I believe there's something in the project for everyone. So everyone in our congregation, every generation, whether you have a young family or you're older in life, I think that there's something that will benefit every generation of our congregation. And as we all start to emerge from COVID and we all start to return back to church, I think that this is such a great way to welcome our entire congregation back. And it would just be such a wonderful way to gather everyone together and to be able to provide some really nice amenities and just show really the community as well what a thriving, lively, wonderful place Seward United Methodist Church is. And I think for so many reasons, this is just such a great project at this point in time.
And we're a growing community. This morning, we welcomed 3 new members. So that was exciting.
That is exciting. And it's just so great to see that growth and to see new opportunities and all of us have the opportunity now to be a part of this project, which is really exciting.
And I just said this morning, we welcome 3 new members, which lets everyone know we're filming this ahead of Wednesday on Sunday evening.
Yes.
But that's how we do these things.
That's okay. That's all right. That's how it works.
Yes.
So yeah, it's I will say that if anyone has any questions, please reach out to any member of the Gather and Grow committee. So obviously Pastor Mary Kay has been very, very closely involved. Myself, you could talk to Lori Schreiner, Roy and Leanne Joseph have also been a part of the process. Megan and Jim Quist and Carla Schwan. That is the makings of the Gathering and Grow Committee, and any of us at any point in time are more than happy to visit with people if you have questions or concerns or thoughts about the project, or have questions about making pledges or gifts or maybe different vehicles if you want to do something other than cash or check. If you have those kinds of logistical questions, any of us on that Gather and Grow Committee are happy to answer questions. So please don't hesitate to reach out.
So I think that kind of sums up where we are.
I think it does. We're at a really exciting time and looking forward to hopefully to the rest of this month and hopefully by the end of this month, which then is obviously the end of the year as well, we'll be able to see where our pledges are at and hopefully be able to really move forward with this exciting project. It's such a great opportunity for our congregation, and I hope everybody will prayerfully consider what kind of a gift they may be able to make and what kind of an impact we can have in the life of our church.
So thank you, Kiersten, and thank you to everyone who supports our congregation so generously with with gifts, with the commitments to gather and grow, with prayers, presence, gifts, service, and witness. We are able to be the church together because of everyone participating and helping out. And we certainly are so excited about this project and so excited to have everyone be a part. Every gift, whatever the amount, makes a difference and makes this more possible to happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So looking forward to it, and just so appreciative and so thankful for the congregation, and everyone can again just pray for the process and for all of those that are involved in bringing this together and hopefully making it happen.
Thank you, Kiersten. I certainly appreciate you being with me this week, and we will look forward for more updates as your gifts and commitments continue to come in. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you so much. Take care.